Each week, we take you away from the football field with Bison student athletes and let you get to know them a little bit better. This week, I sat down with Bison senior linebacker Pierre Tucker and got to know who he is and a fun hobby he's picked up since coming to Fargo. You had some offers from some other schools, but you decided on NDSU. Why did you decide to come to NDSU to play football?
I noticed the tradition that was going on here, like just how they went about things. Like they treated everything like it was just a championship culture. Like it's different. It's kind of hard to explain, but when I seen it, like it was eye-popping. Like, wow, this is really serious here. And then just the recruiting with Coach Kleiman, because he was my recruiting coach at the time, and he has like family ties with me as well. Like he coached my cousin back when he was at Western Illinois, and he know a few other people in my family and social group as well that I grew up with. And we just hit it off, and it was one of the few coaches I've ever met that actually cared about me as a person that I've noticed. And it kind of stuck with me, like in here, like it kind of hit home with me, and it made me really like him in the place as well. Because like in certain situations, certain things that did happen, I noticed how much he really cared. Like he kind of got emotional at one point. Like he'll know what I'm talking about. But like one of the last phone calls we had before signing day, he got emotional, and it kind of hit me like, wow, this man really cared about me as a person, and I've never had that really growing up as much, and it just stuck with me ever since.
So that is an incredible story. You get to Fargo, you play your first couple years, but we're going to talk about off of the field. You have a hobby where you like to get into shooting with what is it, a crossbow and a few?
I have a Hoyt. I have a normal bow. I like doing that, and I have a 12-gauge shotgun, and I just ordered a AR that's just got FFL to Gander Mountain today. So like, and the crazy thing is, because my freshman year, I lived with Carson. Carson went for the summer. Him, Jedry, Bonnet, and Zach Johnson. And Carson like introduced me to guns. Like I shot a shotgun with him for the first time with him and his dog Henley. They were putting pigeons like to sleep and like throwing them out to teach Henley how to fetch and everything. And that was my first time doing it. And ever since I just loved doing it. So I went on, got my own things, and so now I have fun with it myself and some of the other teammates.
Do you go to something like an archery range or go skeet shooting with some of your buddies?
I do. Like I have clays and everything, so a lot of us teammates, we'll go get together and go to the range out in Castleton. We'll do clay shooting, or I have a guy who has his own property out in Sabin, which is real close, and we go on his property and shoot a lot and things like that. And then bow, it's a place right in Moorhead I go to and just shoot on my own sometimes. They have little targets, so I go with him. I go with Chase and a few other people. They have their own bows, so I go with them too.
It's hard to not see how you would get involved in some of those shooting sports when you drop names like Carson and Jedry and Bonnet. You hear those names.
It's kind of crazy. Like from back from where I'm from, I would have never thought the stuff I do now. I would have never thought I'd do it at all. Like some of my friends think I'm crazy now because I do it, but I don't know. I just like it. It's exciting. I like it. It's fun. It's different.
Do you like to do it during the season as kind of a stress relief from football?
Well, I haven't had the chance to redo it during the season because of the timing and things like that. But like in the summer and the spring, we do it a lot because we have more time, like on weekends and things like that. So we find more time to do it then. But actually this weekend, I'm gonna try and go since I just got my AR. So.
It's like getting like a Christmas present for yourself.
It kind of is, yeah.
So your friends give you flack for it back home? What are you hearing from those guys?
Like they call me country, things like that. Like it's not normal things city people do, like going out, because I've bow hunted before too. It's like, so like me in the wilderness and things like that. They look at me like I'm crazy now. Like, what's wrong with you?
That's so great. That is phenomenal. Well, you're playing at an extremely high level right now. Mm-hmm. Is there anything you can take from the patience and the dedication that it takes from shooting that you can maybe transfer onto the football field?
Just the small details, how one small thing can mess up the finished product, and just sticking with the whole time, polishing it through to make the best thing.
So great to hear Pierre G. Tucker talk about that. It's kind of funny when you hear him bring up the names like Carson Wentz and Andrew Bonnet and Jedry Sear. It's hard to not see how he would get involved in something like the shooting sports. And we've seen how good Carson is with a crossbow or with a bow and arrow. He bagged himself a buck on the bye week there this past week. But Pierre G. Tucker is playing at a phenomenal level. 20 total tackles. That one sack that he has was last week against ISU, and we kind of showed you some of it there in the piece. It was a big sack to end the first quarter and kind of keep the momentum on NDSU's side. He is just a great kid. It was fun to talk with him, and he's playing great right now.
He was the star of the 2013 class coming in. When they announced him, this was the kid they were most excited about, and it took him a while, injury-wise and everything else, to get onto the field. But now that he's got onto the field, and you nailed it, he comes up with big plays. We talked about R.J. Urzendowski having big plays. Well, I'll tell you what, Pierre G. Tucker has come up with big plays. You saw the sack. You saw the fumble a couple of weeks ago. You saw a fumble last season. He leads the team with 4 quarterback hurries this year, and he just continues to get better and better each game and continues to elevate his play into, right now, one of the most exciting players on defense that NDSU has.
And he's taking advantage of the fact that Nick DeLuca is not out there for the Bison. He is getting the opportunity that he can to move into different positions on the football field and making sure that he is always around the ball. Pierre G. Tucker is doing a fantastic job for the Bison defensively.
He's become the leader of that Wolfpack.
Yep.
He certainly is the leader of the Wolfpack that is North Dakota State, and he's done well. And he's such a fun, exciting player that brings that energy. You saw the laid-back G. Tucker, but when he's on the field, Pierre G. Tucker, full of energy, nose to the football. It's what you want defensively.
I would like to be a fly on the wall, though, in some of those shooting sessions that those guys have when they go out and maybe get some skeet shooting in or go out and practice with
go do that.
their bow and arrow.
You go do that.
I'll see what I can do. All right.